Good morning, students. Now yesterday we have completed our 6th lecture of chapter number 1st. Okay, right now I am just be my speed for just be teaching is very much slow because some of the students are just be very much new about the online classes. They are not be habitual of this. That's why I am not be just teach you fastly and not be just grasping you the things in the large amount because you are not be able to do all the homework at one single time. Okay, so that's why I'm just slowly and slowly I will just provide you the homework and we are just going through these topics. Okay, because these are the basic science. Even I just read the chapter, then I know you are very much capable of understand the things because such a easy English is there. And again I'm just be telling you beta, there is no difference between the content of the NCERT 8th standard science book and the advisor private publisher 8th standard science book. Even in the every book there is no any difference between the content, only the difference is that the language is slightly different. Okay, but the concept, the entire thing is the same. And one more thing, that the if any kind of the extra and in the NCERT book any extra inside questions are there, so that questions also I have just be covered in the last of the chapter. Okay, in each and every chapter as it is finished, and I will just cover all the question answer of the advisor book as well as the NCERT book also. So no need to worried about each and any kind of a single question. Okay, clear? And if I just forgot to do this any kind of a single question, I will just be left it out, then you can just be remind me that ma'am this question has been left. Okay, otherwise from my side I will not left any of the single question from the book of your advisor as well as of the NCERT. Clear? Okay, now moving ahead with the next one. Now our today's up to here we have completed. Now we are going to start the application of the manures and the fertilizer. Okay, this we are going to discuss. Now the plants obtain their requirement of minerals, nutrients from the soil. Continuous growing of the crops succession renders the soil deficient in the nutrients. This reduces the crop yield. Yes, the crop and the plants which are obtained the the minerals which are required, that these minerals are I will just be required and I will just be get it from the soil. Okay, and but the continuous growing of the crop and there is any kind of a succession in the renders, the soil has been just not be deficient in the nutrients, there is kind of a deficiency is there in the soil. So these reduces the crop yield, not we are not getting the proper crop facilities. Okay, so this we have to be ensure about this. Okay, so this problem can be overcome if the field are left uncultivated or fallow for some times. Fallowing is the method of allowing land to naturally regain the nutrients and is to leave land free. Yes, from one season or for one or more season. Yes, this is very much important. Continuous growing the field, continuous growing the seeds or the crop in the field, it just let our crop unfit, we can say it is just reduces the what we can say, the fertility of the land. Okay, so for this we have to be very much careful about the how it was just be growing, how it has just been used. Okay, so all these things we have to be understand about our field. Okay, if any kind of the deficiency is present, that there is a deficiency of nutrients and the minerals which is present in the soil, then our yielding process and crop will not just reduces, it's completely reduces our yielding process of the crop. So we have to be very much careful about this. So what we have to be apply, the farmers are applying the fallowing method. The fallowing method is that we are not growing any kind of the crop, we are not sowing any kind of a seed for even at least for the one season or more than the one season, because it will just that the naturally or we can say automatically the soil just regain its nutrients. Clear? So this we have to be remember. Now the dead plants, animals and other organic matter that get collected on the field are decomposed by the microorganism. Yes, the dead plant which are just be present, the dead plants and the animals, the weeds and each and everything which are present, and the other organic matter also that get the collected and the field are just decomposed by the microorganisms. Okay, and therefore the nutrients are returned to the soil. Since field cannot be left uncultivated because of economic reason, yes, we are just be telling that we have to use the following method, that we are not be growing any kind of the crop or at least for the one season, but beta this is not be possible because of the farmers economic reasons. Okay, we have to crop, we have to be sowing the seeds each and every season, so our economic condition will not going to weak. Okay, so this we have to be do, but the farmers have been adding certain substances to the soil to replenish the the soil with nutrients. They are just be adopting the various methods how it will be replenished, that it was no any nutrients will be there will be any kind of a deficiency of the nutrients and any kind of the material in the soil. No, they are just replenish the different things, the different methods also. Okay, and the another method to overcome the problem of the soil deficiency is called the mixed cropping. Yes, this is the mixed cropping, that the practice of growing or two or more crops simultaneously at the same piece of a field is called the mixed cropping. Yes, question arises, what is mixed cropping? Then the answer will be the practice of a method to overcome the practice of growing two or more crops simultaneously on the same piece of the field. Okay, two or more than two crops are simultaneously growing on the same piece of a field. This is your mixed cropping. Okay, and it is an age old practice in our country. Farmers used to mix the seeds of two crops and sow in the field. Yes, they are doing so also, because this is the only way beta. And even the crops are chosen in such a way that the products of the waste material for one crop help in the growth of the other crop also. For example, in a cereal crop such as the wheat is grown along with the leguminous crop such as pulse, the gram, and then the uptake of the nitrogen from the soil by the cereal compensated by the addition of the nitrogen in the soil by the nitrogen fixing. Okay, what is this? Now what we are doing, we are just have to be just use the method of mixed cropping, and in this mixed cropping what has been done, they are just taking two or more than two crops simultaneously and in the same piece of land they are just growing them out. Okay, and even in this we have to be select that in any kind of a one crop, if we are just be use any kind of the material, it will be help out for the other crop also. Like farmers are using the cereals like a wheat, okay, and the things which we are used that can also be used for the pulses, the leguminous crop. The leguminous crop is that pulses, okay, and they can just be uptake the nitrogen from the soil by the cereal and is compensated by the addition of the nitrogen in the soil by the soil fixing legume. That's why it was the leguminous, because the gram is just be uptake the nitrogen from the soil. Then if it is taking then by the cereals, because cereals are just giving nitrogen to the soil, and gram are just pulses are just uptaking the nitrogen from the soil. Okay, this has two advantages. First, the fertility of the soil is increased. Second, the ultimately yield of the crop is improved. That's why we are using these methods of mixed cropping, because the following is not be possible for each and every farmer to be applied in their field. Okay, so it will increase the fertility of the soil, it will ultimately yield of the crop is also be improved. Okay, now the substances which are added to the soil in the form of the nutrients from the healthy growth of a plant are called the manures and the fertilizers. You know it very well. The additional substances which we are using in the soil, so that we can just get the healthy growth of a plants or a crop, that was your manures and fertilizer. And the process of adding manures and fertilizer is called in the soil is called manuring. This is called manuring. So your two questions will be made today. What is mixed cropping, what is fallowing, and what is manuring. Okay. Now, since ancient time, peoples have been using manure waste products of animals and plants and other natural material to help plants to grow. Manure is rich in the organic nutrients. The farmers have to must utilize the manure in their field if they want to get the healthy, the good growth of their crop. So they need manure, because in the ancient time the farmers take the natural manures from the plants and the animals. Okay, and the manures are of three kinds: farmyard manure, compost, and green manure. Farmyard manure, compost, and the green manure. So question become, how many types of manures are there? Okay, so next question will be like this. Now first, the farmyard manure consists of cattle dung, urine, remnants of straw, farmyard waste. All these are mixed and allowed to dry in the sun. Subsequently, it is used as a manure. The waste which we are used from the animals, that will be converted into the farmyard manure. It will be coming from the farms. That's why it was their animals dung, urine, okay, the straw which has been remains, okay, and the waste which is present in the farmyard, all has just been dried up quite enough, and then we are using as a manure. Next one is your compost. Compost is a manure obtained by the decomposition of the dead plant and animal waste. The process of producing compost is called composting. What is compost? It is just manure which has been obtained from the decomposition of the dead plant and the animal waste. The animal waste and the dead plant which has been completely decomposed, from there we are used the manure, and that process is called your composting. And the third one is a green manure, consists of the green plants which are plowed along with the soil. Generally, quick growing leguminous plants are used as a green manure, and the leguminous plant are your pulses, gram and all. Okay, so these green manures are just be flowing along with the soil only. Okay, and they are just be help the leguminous plant for their quick growing. So three types of the manures we have studied: farmyard, compost, and the green manure. Okay. Another way of enriching the soil with the nutrients by adding the fertilizers. Fertilizers are the inorganic compound containing nutrients such as nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus. They are made in the factories. Different fertilizers are used for different plants according to their requirement. A bag of fertilizers may be marked as NPK, CAN, etc. NPK means the fertilizer contains nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Okay, N for nitrogen, P for phosphorus, K for potassium, and the CAN means calcium, ammonium, and nitrate. Okay, clear? These are some of the kinds of the fertilizers. We have to use fertilizer for the better growth. Okay, so your next question will be what are fertilizers? Okay, and what do you mean by NPK and CAN? Okay, so your questions of today's homework is what is fallowing, okay, and what is mixed cropping, then what is what we can say, how many types of manures are there, okay, explain them out, and what do you mean by NPK and CAN. Clear? This is your today's homework. We have taken these questions Now in tomorrow's lecture we are studying the activity number 6. We are going to study in our next lecture. Clear? Okay. If we are just discussing, or sometime I am just giving you the activity for your work, and if it is those who are having their advisor book, they are having the activity. Those who don't have the advisor book, then better you can just be get it from this video. Okay, from this video you can pause the video, then you can easily get the activity also. Clear? Thank you. That's all for today.